This is Dykhuis Farms Hagie STS 12. We got our center here. Corn rows are 30-inch rows. We got 15-inch nozzle spacing with the center in between the middle rows. So for D1, the bracket here, we got the square tube. We could do 1.5 inch square tube. I don't know if you'd want to drop it down, but we could go down maybe 7 inches, come out. This is right on the nozzle, so we could offset it maybe a little bit. D2 over here, we got a little brace in the way. They have the boom set up with round stock inside of a L bracket. So at the top of that circle, this goes for the whole boom. At the top of the circle, it's about 2.25 inches. And then depth wise, we're looking at total depth of 2.5 inches. That goes for the whole boom. So we could either do a bracket back here, which would put us like 11 to a foot away from the back side of this tube here. Otherwise, if you wanted to go in the front, we could go with 2.5 inches and by 3 inches tall. We could again offset that however much you need. D3 over here, this is that same bar stock with the L channel. Once again, it's about 2.25 inches tall to the top of the circle. Probably would want to offset it maybe a couple inches just for ease. D4 is pretty simple. Same thing. It's about 2.25 by 2.25. D5, it's about the same. No need to make anything special. D6, the center is about right there, so we might want to scoot it over. I don't know, move the bracket over anywhere from 2 to 4 inches away. Nothing crazy. Same stuff. This one might need to get a little creative. The gap right at the center mark where the row needs to be is looking like 1/4 inch. So I don't know, it gets pretty crazy with how far away we need to be. Over here we've got at least like 1/2 inch, but that's 2 foot away. So if we can make 1/2 inch work, otherwise we can go into, I don't know, there's some play that can be done here. That's for the front section. This outer section folds in on the outside over here. So for number 8, same regular old 2.5 by 2.5. No big deal there. 2.25 maybe, 2.5. D9, same story, nothing crazy, no big deal. This one is a little goofy because this is our breakaway spring. We might have to offset it. It's about center there. Might have to offset it 16 to 20 inches roughly. 16 to 20 inches. The spring doesn't really move, it just kind of stays there, so we could put one back here and it shouldn't be an issue. D11 could get a little tricky because we're now switching to round stock on the breakaway section. So we got, I don't know if you want to scooch it over 2 inches, 3 inches. There's the little nub right there, but this is just regular 1.25 inch round stock. Same here. This is just our fence row nozzle hose. We can move that wherever. But there's D12, nothing crazy that needs to happen there. Just 1.25 round. That's all for this side. Passenger side is virtually the same. I don't think there's any difference. Same thing over here. With P2, we'd have to scooch it over a good, either we could go over, tape measure's not cooperating, we could go over a good 27 to 30 inches over to this side, or we can go from the back and go under here and move that hose and come forward. Once again, that would be from the back side of that bar, it'd be about 10 inches. P3, nothing crazy. If you wanted to scooch it over, you could, however much you want. P4 is normal, P5 is good, P6 is good. P7 is once again that tight gap where we could scooch it over, you know, we could move over like 24 inches and that would be a half-inch gap for whatever type of fastening we want to do. P8 is pretty normal, P9 is normal, P10 once again is that spring section, so we could scooch it over a ways, 32 inches maybe, unless we want to go under that rod, which shouldn't be a big deal. P11 is that same 1 1/4 round. P12, the bracket's bent, but we'll bend that back. It's just a regular 1 1/4 bar. Thank you.